It's a plan to develop a U.S. Air Force divert field location that promises enhancements to an existing civilian airfield. Pacific Air Force's Chief of the Requirements Branch, Carol Gaudet.
The proposed action is to identify an additional airfield within the Marianas Island chain in order to develop an additional divert capability, to develop humanitarian and disaster relief capability, and to have another location to conduct Air Force exercises from.
This means if Guam is selected as the site, then the Guam International Airport will definitely see extra traffic. That, along with other concerns several like Barragata Mayor Jesse Palican has, since the airport runway sits in his village.
The impact of the noise as well as the environment, making sure also the flight pattern and other things that may go with that, especially like utilities. We've experienced this in the past. Residents were concerned about even the flight patterns and how the safety.
HDR Environmental Operations and Construction Program Manager Edward Lynch says it's a concern they will remain on top of.
One of the most important issues we have to deal with is noise. All right, we understand that we will have to do a full noise analysis for the addition of these aircraft. Noise goes directly connected with land use. All right, one of the mitigations you look at with noise is what your buffer areas are around your airport.
Lynch, for about half an hour, made the presentation on the proposal to village mayors today. The process will require an environmental impact statement and a record of decision. However, PD Mayor Ben Gumatauto made his suggestion.
If they have that open over the Tinian, that will minimize our impact in Guam. And that's why I recommend it to be over there. And hopefully the people of Saipan will accept it because they need revenue. And I'm sure that when they get that revenue, they could utilize it for some other good purposes. But the important thing is minimize the impact in Guam and even in Rota.
It's the feedback the Air Force wants. Lynch says as of today, Guam's airport meets the requirements to serve as a divert airfield, and that Rota, Tinian, and Saipan, he says, would first need upgrades if considered. He says they are working with the FAA, the Department of the Interior's Office of Insular Affairs, and the National Park Service, Historic Preservation, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife during the NEPA process to ensure concerns surrounding the endangered species, cultural artifacts, noise, and socioeconomic issues are addressed.